Okay, on page 23, we are looking at the tangent ratio. So remember, tangent is like our slope triangle, essentially. Tangent is the ratio of the opposite leg divided by the adjacent leg. Okay. So in this triangle here, we'll look at our first one. We have from 21 degrees, this side is the opposite leg. This side is the adjacent leg, kind of similar to, remember, our change in y and change in x. So we would need to essentially divide them in that order. So we could say that the tangent of 21 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now from here, if we're solving for x, we could do x multiplied to its cross product 1, and then 10 multiplied to tangent of 21. This is what we call our exact answer, our exact solution. And then our approximation for that would be what we get when we put this into a calculator. So 10 times the tangent of 21. Just open up that Desmos Scientific, and we've got about 3.838. 838 will round to 839. I'm going to just give you a reminder of where did this tangent come from? So when we have our triangle creator here, which calculates our slope ratio. So if I make this into a 21 degree angle, so I want to create a triangle. It's a right triangle, has a 21 degree angle here. And it has a change in x side of 10. The triangle that we just created has a change in y side now of 3.838. Remember, tangent is just helping us figure out the slope ratio, essentially. Tangent is a slope ratio. So for each of these problems here, you're going to set them up the same way. So we have tan 42 equals opposite over adjacent. Now, questions 2, 3, and 4 are similar to question 1. And I'm going to try question 5 with you. And then 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all going to be similar. Okay, so for question 5, I'm still setting it up the same way. I'm still saying that this side is opposite, this side is adjacent. It's opposite over adjacent. So I can still say tan, my angle is 66 degrees this time, is equal to opposite over adjacent. When I do a cross product, x multiplies to the tangent of 66, and then that's equal to 16. Now, the only way to isolate x from this point is to divide by the tangent of 66. Now, when we do that, I would say, okay, my exact answer, instead of multiplying, it's actually dividing. 16 dividing by tan 66. That's my exact answer. That's what I would have to type into the calculator, and then here we'll get our approximation. 16 divided by tan 66. And that's 7.123 will round to 124, 7.124. Okay, and so just remember, anytime the variable's in the denominator, in order to isolate the variable like that we have here, you're going to divide. I'm going to try one more with you here, just showing you I'm going to skip the in-between step. We've got opposite over adjacent. That means tangent of 59 is equal to 11 over x. Now this problem looks identical pretty much to this one, except for 66 and 59 are changed, and 16 and 11 are switched around. So when I do the setup for this, do cross products, I would have to then divide. I know that x is going to equal 11 divided by tangent of 59. So I'm okay with you going from your equation to your exact answer, because you know when the variable's in the denominator, you divide. Denominator, divide. You could also check, if you were to put that into the calculator, So let's check our answer here, 11 divided by tan 59. That's going to be 6.609. 609 will stay 609. And we know that in the problem that makes sense. So 11.609 is approximate answer. Wait, hold on. 6.609. I was like, that doesn't look right. That side should be smaller. That's what I was just going to go over. So that should be a 6.609. Okay. And if we look at the triangle, this side would be shorter than the original side that we have here because we know this angle would be smaller than our 59-degree angle. Okay. So proportionally, that 6.609 makes sense. If you were to try multiplying it, let's say you weren't sure and you just said, okay, 11 times tan 59. Well, then you would get 18 and you'd say, okay, well, 18. Based on this diagram, I don't think 18 is proportionally correct. So I would need to kind of restart my thinking here. Okay. So we've got two types of tangent problems on this page, one where you're multiplying and one where you're dividing.